Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew. You might know as a leppy or a leaf blower. This one's located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka under the command of Jack E of TSN. Game on. Well, he briefly had the side-by-side skill working because he was nearby at an SU-122A, but Jack is now headed for the bushes next to the railway line. Now, it's a 105mm light field howitzer. It's capable of doing 410 alpha, 53mm pen, and 1.91 meters on the burst radius. The hull is Shure B1, converted into a Shure B2 by the Germans. Okay, Jack's ready. And he's aiming further up the line, but not at the enemy side of the battlefield. Okay, so initially he's going to be looking up the hill. It's a tier 5 game with tier 4 tanks in it. Plenty of opportunity. Panzer Die Aslains J making a quick spotting run. In fact, he's found the enemy and they may say one. Well, he had the right idea to line up ahead of the M8's retreat, but this shot should be better. Oh, he got him! That shot landed right on the M8A1 and wiped him out. He'd already taken a bit of damage, but that actually killed him. But it was a blind kill, so it's not actually even showing on his scores at the moment. He's showing 0 damage, but of course he has killed one enemy tank. And now we got 3 more enemy tanks here. He fires at the Panzer Die Aslains J, and he gets a penetrating shot for 330. A low roll by that, in fact, very low roll. Okay, Panzer IV Aslains D, one of the very early versions. And he got a direct hit into that one too, but it wasn't a penetrating shot. That was the shot from the SU-122, as you can see. It's got a bit of stun. And he fires the next one in, and it hits the VK3001H, which, as we know, is a Tiger precursor. Next shot, 119 hit points. The 3001 is now one shot, and in fact, he does go down for the next shot round, and that's 2 kills now for Jack. Rounds out. Just lands short of the Panzer IV Aslains H, and we've got an event going on our side of the battlefield. The enemy seems to be keeping pace with us on this side of the battlefield. They've got 3 kills, we've got 3. He fires blind, and he hits the Panzer IV. Definitely hit him. No explosion on that one. Fires another one in. That one went a little longer. Okay, Panzer IV again. Oh, and he's wiped him out. So that's 3 kills now. He's racking them up. This Panzer IV Aslains H is the one he hit earlier. And before he could get the kill on that one, it was taken by our M8A1. So, yeah, he had some competition at last. With 5 kills to 4, he's dialing in on the Churchill 1. He was over on the other side of the battlefield, sighted just behind the tail of that Heinkel. I say Heinkel because it could be a Messerschmitt, but there were a couple of 4-engine bombers during the war designed by, I believe, Heinkel and Messerschmitt. Trying to get that Churchill is difficult. He fires another one in at long range. Oh, he got him! He wiped him out! So that's his 4th kill in the game. Okay, we know that there's an enemy tank sighted just behind there. It's a Luxon! He's just wiped that guy out as well. That's his 5th kill. One more and he gets the top gun. And he's just found the enemy Bishop and he's dialing in. The Bishop knows something's up and he gets hit. Oh, he set a light! He's burning! And he gets that one too. That's his top gun. and an arsonist. Now, Sherman over this side of the battlefield, he fires when he wasn't fully dialed in, but he's running out of enemy targets to shoot at. The Valentine's AT fires ahead of his path. It's very close, but the Valentine goes down. He's taken out by our Matilda Black Prince. So now there's only 4 enemies left. They've got an SU-122A, Matilda 4, a T-28 and a Hetzer. We have to suppose that most of them are in this area of the map or near the road, because nobody's been encountered by the AMX-40 so far. He's up by the railway line. And so, yes, in fact, Jackie is moving closer to the enemy so he can shoot into this corner, because at maximum range, he can't normally shoot that far. If he was sitting by the railway line where he was before, he would have been able to get the shot in. But now he's firing at this T-28, who's retreating, and unfortunately doesn't get the kill. The Matilda Black Prince scores another one. The Matilda Black Prince has got 2 kills so far. Both of them tanks that Jackie was dialing in on. And now we've got the SU-122A. Now, if we can take this guy out, it's a Pascucci's. The first shell wasn't fully dialed in, so it actually fell short. But he's reloaded. He's fully dialed in now. Oh, got him! And that means he's got the counter battery fire medal. It's not a Pascucci's. It is counter battery fire, because he is an Arty himself, and therefore he can't get a Pascucci's, but he can certainly get counter battery fire. And the Hetzer, he fires around at the Hetzer at long range, just misses him. There's only 2 enemies left now, the Matilda 4 and the Hetzer. That shell was just going to be to one side of the Hetzer, who's just killed our Panzer III Ausführung J. Or is it the Matilda 4 got him instead? No, the Matilda 4 got him. But now he's disappeared amongst those bushes. So we're looking for 2 tanks now. Just the Matilda 4, which is of course the Soviet version, the premium Matilda. And there's also a Hetzer, which of course should be the Jagdpanther. Oh, is it not Jagdpanther? No, it's a Jagdpanzer 38 CT. Hetzer was a nickname that wasn't actually given to it as a tank, or it means hunter in German, but it wasn't the nickname that was given to it during the war, or so they say. It was just a Jagdpanzer 38 CT, because of course it was made on the 38 hull. And there's the Hetzer. Rounds out. Oh, what a shot! That's a Radley's. Now, can he get this Matilda? If he does, he won't get another medal, but he will get the satisfaction of getting 9 kills if he does. And he does get a hit. There's only one. He's a one-shot now. We can get him if he can get the shell on target. And he's done it! And he wins the game. What a shot for Jackie. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Jackie of TSN in the 105 leFH18B2. It was a well-deserved ace tanker as well, and very difficult to get an ace tanker at tier 5 with tier 4 tanks. So yes, to get that medal, you really have to excel, and he did in this one. He got an arsonist. He set light to an enemy tank and watched it burn. In fact, it was the Bishop that he burnt up. He set light to the engine, and the shell seemed to hit the rear of the vehicle, and then set it alight, of course, and it just burned up after that. And after that, he just needed to kill the enemy, the other enemy Arty, to actually pick up his counter battery fire medal. And of course, that one was, in fact, where is he? There he is, the SU-122A. He also got the Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He got 15. And most of all, he got the Radley Walters medal. Yes, he managed to kill at least 8 enemy vehicles. In fact, he got 9, which is one short of getting a Paul's medal. And on top of all that, he got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And look at that win rate, 12,093, which is superlative at this level, at tier 5. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, there you go. Top of the table, 3,142 hit points of damage. Nobody else was really near him. The Matilda 4 was the closest, and he only had 1,200. That was the only other player who managed to get over 1,000 hit points of damage. Everyone else was below. The second player in this bunch was in fact the Matilda Black Prince on his own team, who did 986 hit points of damage. We can see the M8A1 there managed to get a Confederate, and he was the only other one who managed to get a medal in the entire game. When it came to kills, again, Jackie's right out front with 9 kills. 4 kills went to the Matilda 4 on the enemy team, and 2 kills went to the Matilda Black Prince on his own team, and also the Panzer IV Ausrung H on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, again, he's way, way above everyone else. 1,371. He's the only player to get over 1,000 base, but he actually got double the next highest base, and that was the Matilda Black Prince, who only got 616, whilst he got 1,371. Incredible. The third highest in this game actually turned out to be the Striv M42 with 541. He fired, oh, by the way, just so I mention it, he's got the top in all 3 columns. And he also fired only 33 rounds. He had plenty of ammunition left at the end of the game. 17 rounds spare. 15 direct hits on the enemy, 8 penetrating shots, and 11 splashes. 3,142 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 12 of the enemy, killed 9, so he was well on the way to actually getting a Paul's medal. And it was only the fact that that Matilda Black Prince on our team actually managed to get a couple of kills in, which were tanks that we were aiming at the time, but he got there first, and that's why he pinched them away. Otherwise, it would have been a Paul's medal win. 463 hit points of players' assistance or damage assist in that game. Let's have a look at these credits. 63,104 credits on a premium count. He got 25 bonds for a mission achievement and 2,879 experience points altogether. Very, very well played, and only 8 minutes 20 seconds to do that as well. He was really plotting the man. Again, he was actually dialing in. He did fire a few shots which were a bit snap, weren't fully dialed in, but he was hoping for a lucky shot. But once he had fully dialed in, he did get accurate hits, and it was certainly telling on the enemy, especially when he was getting penetrating shots on them. Hope you enjoyed that game. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.